Well, hello, family of Yvonne Gerhart. What a privilege to be able to connect with you at this time. Yvonne was an amazing gal, loved Jesus with a passion. And how Evelyn and I enjoyed the times we had together, both when Bob was on the planet and then her later on. Yvonne told us one time she played the piano for A.A. Allen's meetings in Birmingham. So that gift remained with her even after she lost her hearing. Bob always protected her calling, and I remember he wouldn't let her tell her anything about anybody, so it wouldn't cloud the prophetic word, and it would kind of frustrate her, like, tell me a little bit, but she would just wade in and strike the mark every time. Yvonne is one of the clearest prophetic voices I've ever heard in my life. And she would call her little prayer closet her place where she'd escape to pray and then get her marching orders. At least 3 times in Evelyn and our lives, she's given us major prophecies. One was about in 1997. We would break ground in the spring here when we didn't have any money or no chance, but it came to pass. 10 years ago or so, she gave us another major prophecy about changes in the dove and that we'd reemerge in another form. And it took a while, and I thought, well, what was that all about? But all of a sudden, it began to happen. Just a week ago, a little over a week, she gave us a major prophecy about situations in our own lives and about direction for me and Evelyn. We had no idea that just a little over a week she'd be leaving the planet. I'll just remind you of one thing, and it's in my book, but to show you how she and Bob lived. One time we got a call, and Bob said, Yvonne's got a word for Mayor Sam in Rapid City, and we're heading out to Rapid City. And I said, when? He said, we're leaving now. So they left Ocala, Florida, drove 1,870 miles, and just came to give Brother Sam an encouraging word. He called me a day or two later, and we weren't sure when she was going to get there. And he said, when's she coming? I said, well, they just checked into a bed and breakfast. Can I come out? And I said, well, come ahead. So they hadn't even unpacked their bags, but she just gave him a powerful prophetic word, 3 or 4 hours worth, read his mail, gave encouraging words, and then he left, and Evelyn and I went home. We get a call about 4 o'clock in the morning. Bob said, Yvonne's done, and we're heading home. I said, when? He said, right now. So they were probably a total of 10 hours in Rapid City, didn't speak in our church, didn't take any offerings. So that was just the kind of person that Yvonne was to hear from heaven, and that's really what mattered. In Hebrews 13, it talks about here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So she lived on both sides of the realm. Sometimes she was in her heavenly realm, and sometimes here on earth. But what a wonderful time we had with that gal, and you family members too, over the years, to have all the privileges of getting together. Ezekiel 38 is like today's newspaper, because it talks about nations that will be involved coming against Israel and end time events, and it's not coming, it's here. So we better get ready to complete this thing, because like it or not, we're it. And I really believe that God's going to move on the land one more time. So Yvonne had such an amazing gift. I just want to honor her every way we can. And since we heard about her homegoing, she hadn't left our minds for any amount of time. And what a void that's being left here. But we don't mope as those who have no hope, because it won't be long we'll be seeing her. So be encouraged, family members. And as you're sorting things out, don't let grief overcome you. There's a natural grief that we all go through, but I'm telling you, we are also privileged to have met this gal, Yvonne Gerhart. Evelyn and I just rejoice over and over again. So we can't be there with you, but healing and health to all of you. And son Paul, just be encouraged, because Evelyn and I have been praying for you for complete healing, and the Wilsons and all your family. David, you just know that we love you, and hopefully before long we'll be able to connect up. But thank you for letting us in on our part as you celebrate her homegoing. So God be with you, and thank you.